Poker's elite is gathered in Las Vegas at the world-famous Golden Nugget Casino for an all-new Poker Superstars 3. 24 of the game's best players are set to test their skills in the most exclusive poker tournament yet. With over $1.2 million in prize money, these top-notch pros will face off in a series of 20 elimination matches, competing for a coveted Super 16 playoff spot where they'll be one step closer to the $400,000 first prize. Tonight, it is do or die time for Gus Hansen. Same for Phil Ivey and the 2003 main event champion Chris Moneymaker. It's Poker Superstars 3. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino in downtown Las Vegas, Nevada. Alongside the professor of poker, Howard Lederer, I'm Chris Rose, bringing you the final elimination match before we reach the Super 16. And in order to get to the playoffs, Gus Hansen in a must-win situation. Chris Moneymaker has to reach heads-up play in order to qualify for the Super 16. Phil Ivey, off consecutive second-place finishes, needs another solid showing here to punch his ticket. Freddie Deeb, he's on the brink of making it to the playoffs. Will he get there with 17? Phil Hellmuth, well, he has squeaked in thanks to his 20-point performance. And Antonio Esfandiari, one of the steady influences throughout Poker Superstars 3, has 29 points. We are getting it going with the blinds at 10 and 20,000. Gus Hansen, 9 deuce.
We're ready? Mike.
Yeah, buddy.
Special deal for you.
All in already?
All in, first hand. Guess
Wow.
who's all in.
All
By the
in.
way, are there any interested observers over there, like the champ, Joe Hashem, and
The other champ?
Mike Sexton, and you all aren't going to make it if it comes down a certain way? Look at these people.
That's exactly what could happen, depending on how things transpire.
Well, we'll be getting into all the interesting
No, but we
scenarios here
played.
this match.
This is the 5th match I played. Nobody watched. Nobody over there. You know? The whole time nobody watched except today.
Daniel's representing Jennifer Harmon.
Loco.
That's true. Harmon with 19 points could be part of the tiebreaker scenario, and Gus Hansen, after having moved all in with his 9 deuce, picks up the win. Now, this is the final elimination match for all of these pros. Points are awarded based on your order of finish, with the top 16 reaching the Super 16, and that's where it gets real fun. You've got the semifinals and the finals. You'll notice both heads up. Semis, best 2 out of 3. The finals, best 3 out of 5.
Am I allowed to come with friendly advice here at this table?
Yes.
Don't try to raise my blind.
Do you really care now? It's kind of early. You know, I'll call you.
Hey, it was just a friendly advice. You can do whatever you want, right?
When the blinds are up a little, I'll take the advice more seriously.
Fine with me.
Well, certainly, you know, Hansen taking a different approach than the players that needed the win last match, moving all in the first hand with 9 deuce.
Oops. They listened. so far they listened.
Hansen wins in a walk.
Freddie, would you have raced with Ace Jack? You can't. He's moving in, you know it. This is the bizarrest poker. I love it.
Well, if you don't know how to play No Limit Texas Hold'em, don't worry, we are here to help. Each player dealt a pair of down cards, and then you can do one of 3 things. You can either call, raise, or fold. After that, we could hit the flop. 3 community cards. After that, you got yet another round of betting. That's followed by 4th Street, better known as the Turn, and another round of betting before 5th Street, also known as the River. Of course, you can push all your chips into the center of the table at any time, and the key is get the best 5-card hand from the 7 available. 20th straight week, I win with a full house.
I was on break.
How about some friendly advice? Don't raise my blind either, especially any of you guys that I can move in automatically on.
Well, Phil Ivey here with 2 5s. He is going to need at least a 3rd place finish to guarantee advancement in this tournament.
Aren't you supposed to say BAM or something?
I don't really care.
Actually, Phil, it's boom, and he is all in.
Wow.
Hansen trying to win the first 3 hands. He's moved all in for the 2nd time.
Helmuth, Ace-Jack suited.
Well, Helmuth knows that Hansen is playing strictly for the win. He's seen how he's come out of the gate here. This is only hand 3, second move-in.
Gus, I'm telling you, I'm probably not going to fold here, so I just don't know how I can get away from it, buddy.
I'd be very surprised.
I don't know
This
either.
is blind versus blind, so as a poker
I want
situation,
points,
it
but
seems
you
like a
know,
call. You know that Hansen would be
I'm
playing
going.
just about any 2 cards. He calls.
I don't know what I have. I had a deuce.
Wow, he didn't even look at his cards.
And a deuce. Interesting hand.
Good luck, brother.
Well, apparently,
Thank you.
Gus didn't even look at his cards, and
I
he
will
moved
need
in.
it.
Helmuth made a very good call.
I knew he
Lucky
moved
to
it in
only
the
be
dark.
50-50.
He moved into the dark.
Wow.
He did. He hadn't looked. I knew that.
That was hard to figure out.
The flop.
close to even.
And there's a deuce for
That's
Hansen.
actually a good flop.
Well, Helmuth's going to need
Oh, boy.
a 4-5 to get a tie.
Dark
There's the
moving in
4.
guy.
Well, at least it's only a tie. That's a good news.
No 5 on the river.
Dark. I know it. And he's going to do it against the guy that can call him.
Phil Hellmuth disgusted with the all-in move in the dark by Gus Hansen, and Hellmuth is eliminated. Let's see how he's feeling. He's with Mary Strong.
Phil, Gus went into the dark. He nailed ya. I saw your face. I was like, what happened?
I mean, Gus made a bad play. I mean, he has to play every hand, but not against me because he knows that I'm in already. So for him to move in the dark, that was a really bad play. What can I say? I mean, you know, I never like to gamble in the first few hands, but the guy moved in the dark. I had ace-jack of clubs. And what's really more upsetting is the fact that he flopped a deuce. I mean, come on. Guy moves in the dark and makes a full house. Come on.
Unbelievable. So Hellmuth is eliminated. Hansen off to the early lead in a must-win situation. Folks, buckle up. This could be fun. Welcome back to the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. Alongside the Professor of Poker, Howard Litter, I'm Chris Rose, bringing you the 20th and final elimination match. Gus Hansen off to the early start after eliminating Phil Hellmuth on just the 3rd hand of the match. So Phil Hellmuth ousted by Gus Hansen, who didn't even bother to look at his cards when he moved all in. To me, Howard, that seems like a crazy move.
Yeah, well, crazy like a fox. Gus Hansen has properly analyzed this situation. He has 2 players at the table, Freddie Deeb and Phil Ivey, who really can't even play a pot. And all that matters to Gus Hansen tonight is that he wins. And he's willing to risk finishing 5th and 6th to increase his chance of winning.
Okay, last week, Mimi Tran and Joe Hashem, similar situation. They weren't aggressive, so were they in the wrong?
Well, I think maybe they were just maybe a little intimidated. They didn't want to look bad. Gus Hansen's willing to look bad to maximize his chances of moving on to the next round.
Once again, a win, and he's into the Super 16.
And Phil Hellmuth's elimination, very bad news for Mike Sexton and Joe Hashem at 19
Sorry,
points.
boys. I know he's moving in the dark. Do you see that? But I'm the one guy who's not supposed to move in the dark against, right?
It doesn't matter to him. It's already. He doesn't
Yeah, I guess so.
He just needs to win. It's all.
Look at Gus. He's just whistling away, doing his thing.
Gus very pleased with himself so far. He's gotten rewarded with some very early aggression. He's in great shape to possibly win. That's his only possible result tonight to advance.
All in again for Gus Hansen for the 3rd time.
Of course not.
He didn't even look again.
I can't call that hand. I can't beat a dead hand.
I've had a deuce every hand so far.
Not this time.
It's okay. I love what you're doing. You just bust him up, baby. I'm rooting for you.
Of course, if Freddie Deeb gets in 4th place, he will advance to the Super 16.
I act like I'm looking, but I'm not even, you know.
And just to change it up, I'm going to make it 350.
Wow. A change in gears by
That changed
Hansen.
my decision very much.
Okay. So far, so good.
And Hansen
Good
wins
luck.
again.
Good luck.
Well, Gus is going to stick to his guns here. It may be a while before we don't see him move all in. It would actually probably take someone else moving in front of him for him to even look at his cards at this point.
Well, Gus Hansen, one of the most decorated players around, of course, winner of the original Poker Superstars series, and a man who's always fit in body and mind.
definitely helps to be in good shape as a poker player, even though you don't really combine poker